What's up, motherfuckers?
Nas finally won a Grammy, y'all. But it wasn't televised. Yo, that Megan and Cardi B performance, that was straight up pornography. It was beautiful. Did y'all see that Megan and Cardi B performance when they were all shaking that ass and tangling and shit? Yo, that shit was hot though. That shit was fucking fire. Nobody does it better. Go closer than close. Q, Sam, running. What's up? Yo, my trip was amazing. I cannot wait to tell all y'all about that shit. Nigga, I killed that fucking performance. Killed that whole fucking shit, man. Killed the performance, went to the beach, and I still gave y'all a review. So don't tell me I don't spoil y'all and shit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking third base. Yo, lately, I'm not gonna lie, the MC Shan review that we did last week, that's probably one of my all-time favorite reviews. Maybe my favorite review I've done. Maybe. I don't know what it is about that review, but I was on. We were on fire. Fire. Hey. Fucking Dogtown, New York, New York. Yeah, I forgot that this was originally like a Melly Mel song. Or Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, whatever. And they filmed this shit in New York too, right? And y'all motherfuckers called Takashi Savage, man. Nigga, please. Disgusting shit. Oh yeah, man. New York was never a diss track, but the video was a different story. Matter of fact, expect an episode about that one day. Both New York, and LA. You know what's crazy about this whole East Coast West Coast beef? The fact that motherfuckers who publicize that motherfucking shit in the magazines, they came out all scot free and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Powell with that Vibe magazine issue with Biggie and Puff. How it looked like Puff was like leaning on Biggie's head or some weird shit like that. And they said East versus West. Method Man even said in an interview how he was like Bob was fucked up for what they did. Yo, drop a gem on them. Drop a gem on them. Definitely. I'm sorry. I love Pac, but it did kill Pac on that. Like all them shots they were taking at Pac was dope. And I'm not gonna lie. That's probably one of the best diss tracks, or if not the best diss track aimed at Pac. Cause yeah, I like Long Kiss Goodnight, but Drop a Gem on them was just chilling, man. Fuck. This is all hip hop, man. It's all hip hop. But I respect Mobb Deep for actually taking that song off the radio when Pac died. I respect them a lot for that.
Yo, Red, you having camera issues? All right. What up? Zion, what up? Antoine, Sam, Ronnie, Q. What's good? Who else up in here, yo? That's it.
Hey.
Yo, what up? What
Ah,
is good?
crazy ass
What is
day,
good?
but a good weekend overall. How about yourself?
Chilling, man. I watched the Grammys.
Same.
It was I was actually entertained by a COVID show.
Same.
They need to have it outside that from now on. Like the way that they did it with like introducing the little montage of each
Oh
artist's
shit.
backstory. That's how they should do it from now on.
Yeah, I love that Megan and Cardi performance, man. I love that shit.
I know you do.
Yeah, the way
I'm
they
surprised
y'all
that they
see the
let
way
them do that song on national TV.
y'all see the way that she was tangling and shit like that on the bed and shit.
Crazy.
That's what I want to do to Megan one day, low key.
What up? Yeah, I got the song, Zion. I got it. Antoine, what's good? Yes, Nas won the Grammy finally after like 20 something years, 14 nominations without a win.
But it wasn't televised though. But okay.
Yeah, it wasn't televised. That still sucked. The reggae category wasn't televised either.
But I'm gonna pull up the full list of Grammys in 1 minute. The
Yeah.
full winners. Let me just finish up some
Yes.
notes.
You know. I like that Miranda Lambert song that she did. I don't know the name of it though.
That black
I
country singer.
I
Oh, go
actually
ahead.
like, yeah, that she gorgeous. That black country
She's
singer.
fine as fuck, yo.
Yes.
Like, who the fuck is she?
Yes. Yes. Ice T won a Grammy. I think that was his
Ice.
first one. Yeah, he
What?
won. He won for heavy metal. Not even rap. Heavy metal. He won for
Wow.
with Body Count. Yeah, his first Grammy ever
Yeah, the
for
Grammys
Body
getting
Count.
really woke this year.
Yeah.
Grammys
It
getting
would have
really
been
woke.
nice to actually show those awards. You
Exactly.
know.
Yeah, we didn't really need to see a lot of the other shit. We didn't really need to see
Right.
that little
I didn't need to
performance.
see Taylor Swift win. I'm good on Taylor Swift.
I didn't need to see Lil Baby.
Yeah. It was little baby and the baby both there. You
All
know.
them. By the way, Beyonce didn't even perform yet. She made
Right.
history. She
Right.
was
She.
the female with the most Grammy wins and
Hmm.
shit.
And what's up with Jay Z's hair? He's looking like a
That's why I said on Facebook, Jay Z, cut them dreads off. Please, just cut them dreads off. I don't care if niggas get mad at me for that shit. I don't give a fuck. Fuck, we lost time. That's another. I like Jay Z. Please just cut them dreads off, man. Oh shit, man. I'm just like, yeah, this third base review is gonna be history right here. This is gonna be some shit. Yes.
my bad. Where did Jay Z get all his hair from? And he dyed like the ends of the dreads. Like I'm like, yo, I thought Jay Z was going bald. Like, where did he get all his hair from?
That's why I said Jay Z, cut them dreads off, man.
For real, yo.
I don't
Like
give a fuck who gets mad at me at that shit. I was just like, nigga.
crazy. Yeah, Fiona Apple won too. Um, yeah, I was saying like the Miranda Lambert song. I really like, and I'm not really into country music, but I like that song. You know,
Yo,
and
Beyonce was looking.
yeah. Who's the British kid? Jacob Collier. He does R&B.
I don't know
I don't
him
know.
either.
I don't know. He was in the R&B category, and he's like a British dude.
Who's this Harry Styles nigga though?
Harry Styles is good. He was from One Direction. I
Oh
have I
god.
have that album. That album
Oh
is banging. I have
oh
the
no.
album.
I don't mess with that One Direction. Nah, I'm good. Never mind.
Yes. Well, I never was a fan of One Direction, but I'm trying to remember how I got into the album. Like, 'cause it's not his first album. It's like his second solo album, but the album is banging though. I was glad that he won. I know a lot of people are comparing him now to Mick Jagger, like a young Mick Jagger.
And I've been seeing that fucking shit on Twitter. That's why he was
Yeah,
trending on Twitter.
yeah.
I was like, oh no, what's going on with Mick Jagger? I was like, nah, nah. I was like, oh shit.
I actually like that album. That he did what's the name of the joint? Watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar or something like that. And that was a dope song. And he got other songs on the album that's dope.
Why you got to make a song called Watermelon though?
It's an X-rated song supposedly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. That makes
it's
more
like a
sense.
yeah. There's a term for it.
Oh, you mean like when Beyonce was like watermelon or some shit like that?
Right, right.
Mm.
No, I don't listen to Fiona Apple. Sam.
What song did she
Um,
do again? She was big at one point.
yeah, she was bigger like in the '90s. I don't even remember the song. I remember her like winning everything that came out at that time.
Shit, she was like one of them emo ass singers, right?
Yeah, like a Alanis Morissette type of singer.
Yeah,
There's
them.
a lot of them out at that time.
Yeah, them white girls that was always on their periods
hmm
24/7.
Nora Jones was big also, and then she took like a little hiatus, and you know,
Oh shit. But I got the Grammy winners and shit like
yeah.
that. Let's see who
What up,
won this.
Danny?
By the way, I don't fuck with Trevor Noah. He was kind of doing too
Yo,
much.
he don't look like the Weeknd to you with that afro.
Who?
Trevor Noah, he looked like the Weeknd to me.
I gotta see the picture because I didn't watch the whole
Oh,
thing.
you
I
didn't watch?
missed it
Yeah, like his
because
afro looked like the Weeknd. I'm like, this is like the Weeknd's twin brother.
shit. Of course, Billie Eilish won Record of the Year.
She
Of
don't,
course,
and she's still winning off of that same album. I'm like, why is she
one
still winning?
album. Now what? Taylor
Like,
Swift
come
won the
on,
album of
man.
the year. Okay,
Yeah,
they had one black girl, but of course she didn't win. Okay,
Janae
hold
Aiko
on.
deserved one. She got robbed.
Megan won Best New Artist. I know that.
hmm
Um, of course, Lady Gaga. Of course,
Yeah. Oh, Lady Gaga won. I didn't see that one.
yeah, she won for hold on, pop duo for that Rain on Me with Ariana. Ariana.
Chromatica was a good album. Chromatica to me was her return, her signature sound. Cause I didn't like the album she did with Mark Ronson, and like she had did like the soundtrack to that movie she did with Bradley Cooper. But I think Chromatica was like her best album since Born This Way.
Beyonce won for Black Parade Best R&B Performance.
Yeah,
Let It See won Best Traditional Artist.
yeah,
I'm
she
not giving
won.
it. Whatever. Um, her one for Better Than I Imagined.
Yeah,
Okay, Thundercat. Yeah, okay,
Thundercat
okay.
won. Yeah, Thundercat
Yes,
won, and he
okay.
and he gave. I saw his thank you his speech. He gave a shout out to Mac Miller because him and Mac Miller were close too.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
John Legend for one. I didn't even hear that John Legend
John
album.
Legend won. Yep.
I was proud of Anderson .Paak. He won Lockdown. Yes,
Yes. And his performance with Bruno Mars, that's one of the best performances of the night.
I
I
agree.
love that song. That was a great
Even though
song.
I'm not a big fan, Roddy Ricch should have gotten a Grammy because he did own a 2020. That box song was big as fuck. But
Right.
don't worry, in about a couple months or a couple years, he's gonna be boycotting the Grammys and shit. So
Yeah.
best believe, you know what I'm saying? We got Megan and Beyonce won for Savage for best rap song.
hmm that was a good performance she had too on Megan when she did the Savage song.
I love that performance, man.
Yeah, that was
I'm
dope.
not even a big Cardi fan, but I was like, okay, I see what
Yeah.
y'all doing.
Cardi did her thing.
Yeah. Nas won his first Grammy.
Yes.
He's disease.
Finally. Finally.
Right.
Long overdue.
People are saying Freddie Gibbs got robbed. I'm like, can y'all just let Nas
No, he
win?
didn't
Give
get
him
robbed.
a Grammy?
Freddie Gibbs will have enough chances to get a Grammy. He didn't get robbed.
Right.
Nas
I like
Nas deserved it.
yeah, let Nas win for one
You know what I
Grammy. Damn.
mean? Let
Shit.
this man win now while he's breathing and not give it to him when he's in past tense.
Cough, cough, Gerald Levert. Cough.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Nipsey Hussle.
Kanye West won contemporary Christian music for Jesus is
Oh, he did?
King.
Oh shit. I didn't even hear that album.
Was
What up,
that album
Kristen?
really that Grammy? You know
I
what?
mean, it's Kanye. It's Kanye. you
You
know?
know, they're probably giving it to him just to cheer him up during the divorce. I don't know. I'm
Or something
throwing
to come
mad
with his
shots.
best music.
I'm throwing mad shots tonight just to let everybody know because I'm in a fucked up mood. So I think that's all the Grammys that matter. I'm ready to
Mm.
start this. Oh, Burner Boy. Yes, Burner Boy won
Burna
for
Boy
Twice
won.
as Tall. Global Music Album. Okay, shout out to Burna
Right,
Boy.
right.
Tiffany Haddish won for best. Okay, you know what? Let's start. You ready?
Oh boy. Yes.
They, they call that shit comedy. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I told you I'm throwing mad shots tonight. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Leave y'all best comments out today. I'm throwing mad shots. And I got the wrong album, so when I do that,
Yes. The third
what's
base.
up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of our hip hop review. It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Ah, there it is. And the album we are going to talk about tonight from. Oh, you got the album too, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Third Base, the Cactus album.
Yes.
Yeah, time for the unraveling and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just unraveling this right now, so y'all know
Yeah.
how I.
Oh my God. Are you serious? How were you just now unwrapping this, yo?
I'm telling you, this album is so cold. You can't even just play it at the moment, you know?
Right.
Man, whew, Third Base, man. This album was their debut album on Def Jam called the Cactus album, also known as the Cactus CD, the Cactus
Right.
cassette, depending on what version you got, but we all know it as the Cactus album, whatever. This album was released in 1989. It came out with three singles. Well, yeah, three singles. I'm gonna say three
Yeah.
singles. Step into the AM, Gas Face, and Brooklyn Queens. Um, you have guest appearances. You have MF Doom, what and Zevlov X, but they were known as KMD.
Yes.
Rest in peace to them. Okay, yeah, rest in peace to them because both of them died,
Mhm. Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah, I think they were the only guest appearance on this album. Yeah. All right, so Third Base, man. I'm not gonna lie. I've lately had a new respect for Third Base. I'm not gonna lie
Right.
because I've always fucked with Third Base.
Mhm.
Because the song "Pop Goes the Bees," everyone knows that song.
Yeah.
But lyrically, you can tell they were influenced by the Rakims and the Canes, but they added their own flavor to it,
Right.
and it was like a good contrast to one another. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You had MC Search with like the hyper energetic cat, and then you had Pete Nice himself, the smooth cat walking around with the cigar and the
Cigar smoking.
suits. Like, oh man,
Mhm.
like I was looking at myself, like at first I was just looking at myself like, yeah, yeah, okay. I was like, okay, this is cool, but then looking at it now, it's just like you can like, and how much I like Rakim and Kane and stuff like that, and just for them to like hold their own
Right.
at that time,
Mhm.
and beefing with almost everybody.
Everybody. Yep.
Oh Lord, this whole album is a trip. But
Yeah.
how did you get into Third Base?
Um. Like, at that time, like, when Gasface came out, Gasface when when MTV the MTV raps introduction, they would show like different video clips, and they had Gasface. The video was like one of the clips in the introduction for that show, and then just seeing that show on all the time they play the video on Video Music Box all the time, and I was a big MC Hammer fan, and when Vanilla Ice came out, I was a Vanilla Ice fan, and then when I heard that they took shots at Hammer and Vanilla Ice, and I think for that time, even then it was like they uh, other than the Beastie Boys, Third Base really put respect on Caucasian rappers because we didn't have a lot of them at that time, and then like the one Caucasian rapper that was out, he blew up, and you know he wasn't official in the hip hop community, and I think with Third Base, I always liked them because they were always official. Anything they put out, it was loved by the masses, and they wasn't trying to go mainstream or pop. and MC Search, the knowledge that he was spitting was like, it reminded me of like a Chuck D. And then like you got like Prime Minister Pete Nice, his personality with the cigar and the walking stick and all that. He was just like a real cool cat. You know what I'm saying? And I always felt like they were under the radar. You know what I'm saying? Like either you fuck with him or you didn't. But like the shit they were coming out with, Brooklyn Queens and Step Into the AM and Gasface with KMD, and then I was a big KMD fan at the same time. When they came out with Peach Fuzz, and I remember when Sub Rock had got killed, and that whole thing, and then Zed Love X transforming to Sultan of Doom, rest in peace to him too, and I was a big KMD fan, so that just off of that, like them being connected with Third Base, it was like um they were just dope, and the second album, the Deluxe to Dialect, just as great, if not better. And I was always a fan of whatever they were putting out at that time. So like again, it was never that whole race thing didn't come into play. They were just like two dope white boys that could spit, and I felt like they always been under the radar, and they never really got the props that they deserve. And I'm happy that we talking about this album.
Yeah, I'm very happy we're talking about this album too and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not gonna lie. I got into third base by that song "Pop Goes the Weasel"
Yeah.
and shit like that. I remember I saw the video and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was just throwing mad shots at him and Ice, and it was just like, okay, this is I love the way they use that Peter Gabriel sample, and that's another thing I've always liked, which is about this album. The way the
Hmm.
samples that they picked was very out there. Like they will
Yeah.
sample weird shit like fucking
Hmm.
Gilligan's Island
Right.
and like even like sampling the Doors like years before.
Yeah.
Excuse me, like Necro and
Hmm.
Jay Z and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, and I just always fuck with that style. You know what I'm saying? I just, I personally, I wish they would have had a longer run, but
Hmm.
due to like the beef that's still going on even to this day,
Yep.
and
Yep.
shit like that. And I've heard some of MC Search's solo album, which I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really too big on like that.
Right. Prime Minister has the to me has the better solo album. I thought Dust to Dust was underrated. And like Search album was cool. Like there's different songs that fit him, but I didn't think the production was where it should have been. I think Pete Nice album on the other hand was great.
Yeah, man. And I heard some of Pete Knight's album too. It was alright. It was alright.
Yeah.
I gotta re-listen to both of them.
Yeah.
We might do a double review on that one day. So
Both out of print too. I've been trying to get them for years.
yeah, man. Both of them are out of print. But yeah, man. For those who don't know who Third Base are, they were a hip hop group. Um, Pretty much, I want to say they were based off of Queens. I know Search was from Far Rockaway, Queens,
Yeah. Queens. Yeah.
and Nice was from Long Island. He was born in Long Island originally and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, and this is one thing I never knew about MC Search was that he pretty much had a voice scholarship and stuff when he was little,
Hmm.
and he had an older brother that worked in the music business, and he got Search a deal with Profile Records where him and the brother were like dropping like some singles in the the mid to late '80s.
Right.
Um, but Search and Pete Nice had met. Oh, I forgot DJ Richie Rich. He's the DJ of the group. I
Daddy
forgot about him.
Rich. Yeah.
Yeah. And so originally they were called Three the Hard Way. That was like the first one, and they were pretty much put on. What's my fucking post? Yeah, they were pretty much like put on because around that time when they were signing to Def Jam Records, they were affiliated with the Rush employee named Dante Ross and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so Ross, he had connection. I want to say Ross had connections to Russell Simmons and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so you gotta also remember around that time too, the Beastie Boys had also left Def Jam Records due to like the money issues because they felt like they didn't get paid right for License to Ill. And so, that's when they went over to Capital. They started working with the Dust Brothers and the shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. They were they were pretty much, put on and stuff. And
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy too how, when it came to like third base, they referred to use the N word at knucker and stuff like that. And I remember watching an interview with Professor Griff, the Vlad interview, and he was saying how, MC Search was pretty much like, not just paraphrase, like Russell Simmons, like white boy, his white token, and
Right.
he would get away with like saying the N word around Def Jam and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you also got to remember that time too. White rappers was pretty much still, taboo at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. Because mind you, 1 year later, Vanilla Ice came out, and that's
Mm.
another story for a different day.
Yep.
So yeah, and then this album came out in 1889. Very very dope album cover. It just has fucking Pete Nice, trademark cigar and
Right.
shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They got MC Search, with the MC Search like logo in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm disappointed. There's no pictures in the booklet.
Well, that's how most hip hop albums were mostly at that time. They would just have
Right.
like some writing on it, and
Right.
they'll probably just have one or two pictures. But niggas want to keep it like that. Can't get mad about that. All right, long ass album too. There's 21
Yes.
songs. Well, a lot of skits on this
A
album.
lot of skits. Yeah.
A lot of weird skits. Like you
Yeah.
can tell they were trying to go for that De La Soul, 3 feet
Mm-hmm.
high and rising.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of sitcom references like I Love Lucy, Gilligan's
Right.
Island. Oh, this is a weird album. It's funky, but it's oh production. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Mm.
You got Pete Nice, MC Search, Sam Seaver, Prince Paul. Oh my god, man. And the Bomb Squad.
Yeah.
That's heaven right there, especially
Oh
Prince
yeah.
Paul and the Bomb Squad. Oof.
Definitely at that time for sure.
Oof. I'm just getting chills. Okay. So this one is about 22 songs. Um, how many skits we don't know,
A lot.
right?
A lot of skits.
So track number one is Stymie's theme. Pretty much it's like a little skit based off like the Little Rascals
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that was weird to have that Little Rascals theme song from the show. Back in the day, I watched a lot of that when I was little with Alfalfa and Buckwheat and Stymie, and it was a funny show. Like for a black and white show at that. And I'm like, well, why did they put that as the intro to this album? I thought that was weird. You know.
Mm, yeah, man, definitely weird and shit. Wow, Sons of Third Base. You know, I'm just gonna be. This was the Beastie Boys diss track.
Mhm.
I I thought this beef happened because of the whole Russell Simmons, but there was more to the story from what I looked up. So
Mhm.
apparently, I think MC Search was saying that he saw Ad Rock. I mean, not Ad Rock on Mike D, and he wanted to ask Mike D some advice, about Def Jam, about his career.
Right.
And so I think he went over to Mike D's apartment, and Mike D was wild. Now he started throwing shit at MC Search.
Wow.
Yeah, he started throwing shit at MC Search and shit like that, and for no apparent reason.
Mhm.
And so, they felt like, and this is coming from, again, one of the greatest books in hip hop history. Check the Second Thief Volume 2. I'm
Dope.
always going to reference this book and shit. So they felt like they had to stand up for Def Jam at that time because
Mhm.
they said, like, really, that LL had flopped with the Walking with the Panther album. The Beastie
Right.
Boys had left. Public Enemy, Slick Rick, and the Third Base. They were like really like the go-to members of Def Jam at that time,
Right.
especially Slick Rick at that time. You know what I'm saying? But
True.
back to Third Base, this was a very dope diss track. Um, they had some really slick lines. Like, first of all, I love the Blood, Sweat, and Tears sample, "Spinning Wheel." Very dope
Hmm.
track. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, one of the all-time greatest jazz rock groups. Better than Chicago in my opinion, but that's
Hmm.
another story for a different day. Um, so yeah, they had some really slick lines and shit. Like, I love the line where Search says, "Three times two is six. Pete is 1-3. I'm the other half, known as the other Trey. Torn to wild screams, the third son's born. Swarm to the list, cause Search is your father. Screaming, hey ladies, why bother?" Like, and this other line, who said this shit? Oh, where not only did they throw shots at Beastie Boys, but they threw shots at MC Hammer too. Which
Wow.
I'm gonna explain that more when we talk about a certain song. But
Right.
they said this: the Beast now lives in Capital. Record Rec sets Def Jam's a true record. The label is nothing but MC Black and Decker.
Crazy.
Black and Decker's a fucking
Right.
hammer,
Right.
man.
Right.
But yo, very very slick diss track. I'm not gonna lie, this was a very slick diss track. But to me, and this is my personal opinion, MCA Kill Search with Professor Booty off the Check Your Head album.
Hmm.
Kill Search. I don't care what nobody says, but this
Right.
was dope too.
Yeah. It's definitely a dope beat. I like the nice piano arrangements and the horn samples, and they were going at beasties, and Prime Minister says taste and flavor the original, often trio, abandoned by the lyrical. I thought it was a dope song. I didn't have no idea they were going at third base. I mean, at the Beastie Boys at that time, but Beasties blew up. And that was a group that came from punk rock to do rap, and they blew up. On their first album, and they're Hall of Famers now. I love them as well. And third base had a lot of jabs, a lot of people to diss, and I guess they felt like it was warranted, and I salute them for doing that.
Yeah, man, they were savage. They were going after everybody and shit,
Yeah.
man.
Mhm.
And mind you, even though I love the album,
Mhm.
Paul's Boutique did flop at that time
Right.
commercially.
Right. Right.
So the Beastie Boys was kind of looked at like,
Yeah.
yeah,
They talk. You saw the documentary, right?
yeah, I saw it.
Where they talked about after they that I think they took like a 6 year break from the first one, and then when they came back together to do Paul's Boutique, and that didn't work out. Then they had to regroup. Came back with Check Your Head. That's a great album, and the rest is history. So yeah, that was never one of my favorite Beastie albums, but there's some joints on there. Hey Ladies was a banger, and
Oh,
they got
oh
some
yeah,
joints on Paul's Boutique. Yeah.
oh yeah. I forgot you weren't a big fan of Paul's Boutique like that.
I mean, it's not whack. It's just it wasn't my like when we talk about like favorites. That's not my favorite Beasties album. Like I prefer Ill Communication and Check Your Head, Hello Nasty. Compared to Paul's Boutique, but it has some joints on there.
Yeah, man. To me, like from a production standpoint, like Paul's
Hmm.
Boutique was just like the way they were just sampling like a lot of shit and shit and shit.
Right,
It was just something that that really was at its peak. Like, that was like when sampling was really, really
right,
at its peak until the whole Biz Markie shit happened.
right.
But yeah, that's crazy and shit. But yeah, that's the Sons of Third Base. Next track we got is called Russell Rush. Interesting story about this. This was like another skit where it's just
Hmm.
like Pete and Nice used to say that they used to sometimes record people in Def Jam,
Right.
having meetings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And they recorded Russell Simmons saying how he loves third base, how it reminds him of like the Furious Five, Fantastic
Hmm.
Four,
Right.
and so it's funny too when MC said, "Well, what do you think of Three Hard Dicks too?" And then
Right.
Russell like Three Hard Dicks is good too. I like Third Base. Yeah, man. Like I said, this is the weird ass album. And shit.
Yeah. Just to have Russell on a skit that time was hard as in itself. So they have to get him on there by any means necessary. And he's like talking about like, yeah, through the hard way. What do y'all think about that name? Or Fantastic Four, the Fearless Force, stuff like that. And it was alright.
Yeah. Next track is called "The Gas Space." To be quite honest, I know this song is a fan favorite to a lot of people, but it's never really been one of my all-time favorites by Third Base.
Right.
I was more into like Step Into the AM, which we'll talk about that one.
Mm-hmm.
But this wasn't another notable song because it featured MF Doom, like his first appearance on Wax too,
Mm-hmm.
and Reggie RC. This is produced by Pete Nice and Prince Paul too. The thing about this song, the gas space and stuff like that, was just the fact that he was pretty much saying how can I put this? How can I put this? Just pretty much attack like Whack MC. If
Right.
I'm not mistaken, this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because in the video, they pretty much had like a lot of rappers in the video
Mm-hmm.
and shit, and they would be like throwing mad shots at Hammer in the video
Right.
too and stuff. I think like they had like I want to say like a hammer or some shit, and it was
Yeah, they had a
burned or
hammer with like his shades on the hammer, and
yeah,
so you got Search kicking the hammer.
yeah, man. Damn, man, it was really. And this, mind you, this was before "Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em" came out,
Right. Yeah.
mind you. Damn, so yeah, this was a pretty straight track. It was like I said, it's not like one of my favorites, but I know a lot of people say like next to "Pop Goes to Weasel," that's like probably like their signature track too. So I'm not
Right.
gonna be mad about that.
But yeah, that song, unlike this one, really went somewhat commercial because it was in the MTV rotation at that point. You
Hmm.
know, um, I thought it was it's like my introduction to them. I thought it was a great track, and yeah, I love that beat and that bass line, and got Search saying black cat is bad luck, bad guys wear black. Must have been a white guy who started all that. Make the gas face for those little white lies. My expression to the mountainous blue eyes, and you guys, Zed Love with the classic line KMD and third basis Ace in the Hole. Then they end up doing another collaboration on Devil Looks a Dollar called Ace in the Hole, and I love that song as well. And rest in peace to MF Doom and Sub Rock. And the video at that time, and I wasn't even into Hammer back then. Like when he came out with Turn His Mother Out, I was not a Hammer fan. But
Turn this
when
mother.
yeah, and when I thought he was corny. That's the crazy thing. I thought he was corny when I used to see that video. And then when I heard can't what's the song? Can't touch this. I liked it, but I always liked Hammer's stage presence. I always felt like he gave entertain. He was an entertainer. I didn't look at him as a lyricist. He was an entertainer. He gave great live shows, and that's how I saw him. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't. I watched the MC Hammer cartoon on Saturday mornings back then, but I wasn't, I enjoyed him for what he was because I always looked at him as an entertainer. The same way with Vanilla Ice, I looked at Vanilla Ice like he was an entertainer. I never looked at them like, oh, well, they in the same group with Tribe and with Jungle Brothers and this one and that one. You know what I'm saying? Because even back then we knew the difference with who were the real spitters and who were just the entertainers. Or MC and a rapper is two different things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you know, a lot of people were dissing him. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he blew up with and this is before um Can't Touch This and when that came out, everybody was dissing him, and then I think Hammer got cocky to the point where he started dissing Run DMC and Redman, and you can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
We'll talk
Especially
about
yeah, especially when you're in a community of a genre that is built on spitters and people with certifiable music, and you're coming in mainstream and you're talking down on those that haven't done it like you know what I'm saying? So I felt like third base felt like again like it was warranted, and I thought it was a great diss track. You know what I'm saying? So
that. Yeah.
I love it. I think it's a classic song.
Oh yeah, like I cannot wait to talk about the cactus. I can't wait to talk about the story with that one because that's a. I'm. You know what? Let me save my thoughts because
Mhm.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. But yeah, that was a dope write up of the gas space and shit. So let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
And his hype man, MC Hammer's hype man at that time, the
Mhm.
really big dude. What's his name again?
I don't even remember.
Oh,
I remember the dude that had like this the swoop haircut. He used to call him swoop.
what's his
He
name?
was like a swoop. He used to like dance with him. I remember swoop. I don't remember the big dude.
His name was like Too Hot. I don't know. 'Cause I know he had a beef with one of his hype man because he felt
I didn't
like,
know that.
yeah, oh man, I don't know a lot of shit about him, man. It's just,
What's crazy is like again like you had different cameos from some of the best in hip hop in that video, like Eric Sermon, DMC, Prince Paul is in that video, a kid from Kid and Play and DJ Wiz. So it was like they had that backing from the community, and it felt like yeah, like they were taking shots at Hammer because Hammer had blew up, and people was like yo, like we're not feeling this shit.
yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Um, Next track is called Monty Hall. Man, it's like one of my favorite tracks off this album. And apparently, this is like MC Search's favorite song too, because
Mm.
he actually wrote that about meeting his future wife at the club and stuff like that too. But the beat, oh
Mm.
my god, that's like one smooth jazzy ass beat. This should
Right.
have been a single, man.
Yeah.
This really should have been a single. Like, I love the line when Search says, "Brother, step in, step off. You get selfish. Yours for to take home, so she can take up space at your place. But then you start to wake up. Groove goes to fade. Introductions are made." And that's a kind of like a relatable line too, because
Right.
you ever get into a situation when you see this girl at a party and yeah, you fuck
Mm-hmm.
her or you spend the night with her,
Right.
and she just still wants to stay for some odd reason
Hey
and
man.
shit like that. And you try to wake up saying you gotta go, but then she still wants to
Yeah.
say no 5 more minutes. I'm like,
But then
no, no,
they end up being crazy and they want to throw fight. They want to like throw punches at you and shit.
no.
What I mean, I've been there already. I'm like, no, this bitch is crazy. You gotta get rid of her. You know, show up at your
Yeah,
house unannounced and shit. You know.
shit, whatever on that. But yeah, Monty Hall definitely a very dope track.
Oh, you said Danny said too big was Hyman's hype man. I don't know. I don't
Thank
remember too big.
Too Big. That was his name.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember
that big ass hype.
him. Yeah, this is a dope song. Like I like the beat. It was a real smooth track. Nice saxophone playing on it. Nice arrangement, bass line. Search saying groove goes to fade. Introductions are made. Love my name is Search. Step for some shade. And yeah, it was a dope song. I don't think love songs are really their thing, but they tried it out. I mean, I always looked at Third Base was like they were like the dudes that were like snuffing out the whack MCs and and kicking that knowledge from like a Caucasian perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like from the view of their eyes. But I never they didn't do love songs. I'm like, this is not them. You know what I mean? Like it's cool, something different, but love songs wasn't
Lord,
anything.
I remember we had that long ass discussion about hip hop loves.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't anything.
But it's better than MC Shan love song.
Oh God.
Girl, I just want you to know that I.
Yeah. They were still experimenting in hip hop at that time.
Shit. Um, Next track is called Oval Office. LOL, the title. Anyway, I'm dirty as hell. Fuck it. Um, yeah, this was a pretty dope track. The Bomb Squad actually produced this track too.
Hmm.
Again, you know it's the Bomb Squad when they manipulate the samples
Yeah.
and they have like 10 samples going all at once and shit like that. Even if it's like a
Hmm.
fucking snare, they'll
Yeah.
have that shit. But yeah, this was a dope track. Love it.
Yeah, I definitely it definitely has that vintage, Bomb Squad sound to it. I love the beat on it. The track is chaotic. Definitely sounds like a classic P track, but it's for third base. I thought it was a dope song.
Yeah, very dope. Um, next track is called Hoods. This is the skit that's from the Little Rascals. Again, nothing too much. You know what I'm saying? Eh,
You got like a lady screaming and then she's saying, if you come here, I'll shoot. I didn't understand that. I'm like, what is this from? You know what I'm saying? But okay, so Little Rascals, okay.
shit. I haven't really been a big Little Rascals fan. And shit, like,
Right. It's been
shit, you can
years
tell.
since I saw that show, man. I don't even think I've never looked for it on streaming. I don't even know if it's on streaming.
Shit, if they don't got
Yeah.
Amos and Andy, they ain't got that shit.
Right.
Um, next track is called Soul in the Hole. Yeah, this track right here was another cool track. It uses the sample, the Herb Albert sample. All my Biggie fans should know about that sample. All my General Hospital fans should know about that song and shit. But anyway, yeah, Soul in the Hole, definitely an okay track and stuff like that. Originally, it was supposed to be called Bouncy Bass. Thank God
Mhm.
it wasn't called that, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely another dope track. Search saying execute performance, the third step performing. Me and Pete complete like sex endurance. I like those lines from MC Search and yeah, it definitely like a banging track.
He's a bang track. Oh, dope,
Yeah.
dope.
Yes.
Um, Then we're gonna get to Triple Stage Darkness. Okay. Um, this song pretty much was talking about like racial issues and them pretty much is them saying how white privilege exists. And
Mhm.
for them to really say shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially in '89,
Mhm.
where the people in Capitol Hill they had an overdosage of white privilege in the past, you know what I'm saying? We were going through that shit too, you know what I'm saying? That's very bold of them to say, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, very, very dope track. I want to say, I always thought the Bomb Squad did this track, but it was actually
Mhm.
CMC. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, very, very dope track.
Yeah, definitely a dope track. I like the horns on it, the bass line. Prime Minister Pete Nice to me had like the best verses. He said, sight see a piece on the searchlight. Truth is loose. Lips switch to twilight. Zones prone to blurry vision. I'm 2020. You're in tombs in prison. Fire lines by Pete Nice. He killed it.
Yeah, very dope track. They're gonna have another skit called MC Disagree. Again, it was a recording of like us, one of the homeboys named Dan
Hmm.
and whatnot. But what I found out, according to Repeat Nice, was that he was also friends with Ad Rock from the Beastie Boys too. So
Right,
that's kind of ironic, you know?
right. So that's weird. So they had beef with the Beastie Boys, but he was friends with Ad Rock. How did that play out? That's weird.
Right,
You know.
right,
I didn't care for the skit. I didn't think it was needed on the album.
yeah. Um, Next track is called Words of Wisdom, which is technically Words of Wisdom one.
Right.
Um, this was okay. This was okay. This was part of when they were known as the Three the Hard Way, and
Hmm.
they sent out the demos and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This was okay. It was alright.
Thought it was a dope track. Again, like I thought Pete Nice had the best verse. He said, harder is Chinese arithmetic. I want Garda, not a heretic. Think I had a white rhyme, stick it in my cranium. Pete Nice, elementary like uranium. Fire. Killed it back to back joints, man. I loved it.
Yeah, fire joint. Next track, Product of the Environment. Oh shit, yo man, this was another heavy track right here. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, we've all heard the term product of the environment before. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Born in the hood, die in the hood. You know that kind of song. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, very, very, very dope track. There was the Marley Marl remix
Hmm.
that they performed that remix on In Living Color, which very dope performance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would re-release that show on DVD so we can actually see some of the full
Yeah.
hip hop performance on some of them tracks and shit like that. But
Right.
at the same time, with the way how Fox is and the music copyrights, I doubt that
Mm-hmm.
would ever happen.
Right. And now
So
they under Disney, so it's crazy.
that's why, like, what I did was DVD. What I did was like download like
Mm-hmm.
the DVD version of In Living Color, and then the skits that they took out, the music skits I found on YouTube,
Right.
clip them shit together and stuff like that. That's what I fucking
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
I can't watch the In Living Color on YouTube anymore because they be taking out certain music videos. I'm like, I hate copyrights sometimes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But if you go on Hulu,
Mm-hmm.
the Saturday Night Live, they will have
Mm-hmm.
the majority of those music performances. But you know what? That's
Mm-hmm.
another story. But yeah,
Yeah.
part of the environment, one of my top three favorite songs off the album.
Definitely a banger. Love the bass line for that. The beat. Search did his thing. He said, on the streets of Fall Rockaway, Queens, Seeker Boulevard, Beat 17, Red Front Houses, where no MC would ever go, is where I did my very first show. And Red Front Houses in Queens, that's where Stack Bundles is from. Rest in peace, of Stack Bundles.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, rest in peace. Next track, Dante. Desert Boots. I didn't care for this bullshit.
Yeah, I ain't care for it.
Now, the Cactus. Oh my god, where do I even begin with this shit? Okay, so first of all, dope usage of the Door sample, the Peace
Mm,
Park. All these years, I it never really dawned on me that it was that song that they sampled. But
mm,
this was a pretty again another weird song and stuff like
mm,
that. I know everyone focuses on the MC Hammer line, which we'll talk about, but have y'all ever like listened to some of these lyrics? Like
yeah.
um especially what Search says, like listen to the third verse. The smart villain, shouldn't like Gilligan, out on an island. Fishing with my string and bamboo, cut something in a see-through 90. Might be a little tasty. A 300-pound white girl. No one to see this boom. I drop my fluid like a chemist. Then again, more Gilligan's Island references.
Mm,
Kick the fat thing off my swing, larger than Jim Baptist. It's the cactus. And then Pete Nice,
mm.
he says some shit like, "No boots, your money spent. Last call for toxicants. One move to reach a throttle. I sit it through a goggle." But the main thing that turned people on with this song
Mhm.
was the infamous line where he say, "The cactus turned Hammer's mother out."
Mm.
Now, this is a story to this track. So they said that line was not a diss because Hammer had his first song called "Turn This Mother Out." So
Right.
they said it was pretty much like a play on words.
Mm.
However,
Of course, Hammer didn't take it like that.
Hammer took this as, "Why are you talking about my mom before?"
Of course he did.
Like there was a radio interview. It was the funniest shit. If
Mm.
I'm gonna find it, what's up, Alonzo?
What up?
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna post it on the fucking chat. Then it gets even better. So Hammer was driving around,
Mm.
and Search pretty much was out in the street with Hammer, and he challenged Hammer to a dance battle.
What? I'm like,
But
yo,
it gets
wow.
even it gets even crazier. And this is
Mm.
the craziest shit.
Right.
According to Search, he said that Hammer put a hit out on MC Search.
Wow. That's crazy. He's still from Oakland. People forget that. He's still hood.
Yeah, we
Oakland
just
is
hit
hood.
random like
Keisha Cole from Oakland. She hood. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no joke out there, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like people forget that. You remember that that VH1 what was it? The best of the 2000s, and they would have like special guests on there, and
yeah,
there was one episode where Outkast was on there, and they were talking about Hammer, and even Andre said like, yo, niggas don't want to run up on Hammer.
They
Hammer would
don't.
kick people. Yo, he was about that life.
For real.
You
Nigga
know,
almost whipped the red man's ass and shit.
right? You know what I'm saying? So Hammer took offense to that, man. You know,
He was like, why you talking about my mom?
a dance off, and Search is the
Oh,
only dude in this group that was doing the whop and the snake and all. You know what I'm saying? He didn't
right.
care.
Oh, I forgot one more thing. They also threw shots at Professor Griff on the outro.
Oh shit!
Yep.
I didn't
These
know that.
niggas were bold as fuck. Like,
Right.
y'all some really bold white boys. See, Russell Simmons, he had these niggas protected.
Mm-hmm.
He had these niggas, because Professor Griff, that Vlad interview, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, the greatest Vlad TV interview, not interview ever.
Mm.
Because he exposed a lot of shit.
Right.
But you know what? They said that, yo, we're Professor Grip. That means we're out of here, sucker.
Mm.
Y'all some bold ass white boys, man. Shit. Y'all
Man,
some bold ass white boys.
if this shit happened now, it would be a race thing. It
Oh,
would be a race war.
if
It
this shit
would be a
happened now,
race war now.
they'll
Yeah,
be dead.
yeah. If that happened in 2021, it would be some issues. I'm telling you, somebody would have gotten shot. You know what I'm saying? Like this happened way back, very early. You know, in hip hop when we were able to cool tensions down. You know what I'm saying? With people like Jesse Jackson and Reverend Al Sharpton. But now in this day, this shit would never fly. You know what I'm saying? And again, Hamill felt some type of way, and it's like, yo, he was getting a lot of heat for being mainstream, and he was getting that backlash, and he was like, yo, like, don't talk about my mama, I'm gonna fuck you up, and you know what I'm saying? So, but the dance, I never heard about that whole story with the dance off, I forgot. I'm like, even in the Gas Face video, Search is dancing, like he did that. You know what I'm saying? He did that. He might have been doing the Kid and Play kick step because he was all about dancing, but he had lyrics. So even if you wanted to test him in a dancing competition, the boy can spit. So props to him.
And I think Hammer and Search are still beefing to this day.
Wow. So it's still
Because
ongoing. That's crazy.
because Search, he always tells a fucking story. But he always sometimes he changed the fucking story up a couple times
Right.
and shit like that. Especially with that one story he did with the Bushwick Bill, how
Hmm.
he was crying like, "Wah!" Like that one
Are you
story.
kidding me? Wow.
Like he's like one of them niggas. Like when you ever met one of them niggas that they
Hmm.
tell stories, but then when they're around different people,
It's a
they
different
want to.
story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I know people. I have people like that in my family, man.
Like
you know.
nigga, I thought you said such and such. Nah,
Right.
nigga.
You told me this story was different compared to what you told Al.
Right.
You told Al a
That's
whole
why.
different story.
That's why I always keep text messages. That's why I'm always adamant. Oh,
Yep.
make sure I keep all of my
Exactly.
messages because I got
Exactly.
on all y'all motherfuckers. Because when this one girl, tried to play me, say I told her.
Mm.
I thought you said you didn't want to be my friend no more. You said you didn't want to see me no more.
Mm.
She's like, I never said that. So I was like, you never said that? Are you positive? So I was like, give me a moment. So I pulled out my phone. She's like, you really saved that shit? I was like, nah, baby, I keep all my receipts. And
Oh
I read it.
shit.
He said, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Wow.
Read that shit
That's
right
putting
in
people
front of
on
her.
blast. Putting bitches on blast, yo.
Hell yeah, man.
Wow.
Put that girl on blast. But yeah,
Yo, that's crazy.
that's the
I thought
cat.
I thought Search had the best verse. Like he said, third base deals with the first place of where your mind is. The kind of stunt that you want to smoke blunts with, take pictures like Ellen Funds with. No, I thought that was dope. Like it's a dope song, man. I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, man. I knew this review was gonna be funny, but I didn't think it was gonna be funny.
Yo.
Next track, Jim Butkus, which he's a dude that played Thurston Howell the third on Gilligan's Island. He
Yeah.
was also on Rebel Without Applause. Um, yeah, rest in peace to him. It's just like one fucking line. Like this was not even fucking needed.
Exactly. I'm like, why?
Oh
It wasn't needed. No.
shit! And again with the sitcom reference,
Hmm.
flipping off the wall like Lucy Ball. Like So I thought, oh, this shit's about Lucille Ball and shit.
Right.
It turns out it's a Tom Waits sample, which Tom Waits, man, very dope artist, but he's in the
Mm-hmm.
quiet taste,
Right.
especially when he has that fucking voice and shit. That oh man, because all this time I thought they were on some really drunk shit. Like I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know what these niggas were on. Like
Right.
I said, this shit is just so fucking weird.
Yeah. It's a
But
weird.
I like
Um.
it because you know what they were themselves and shit.
Right. Yeah. I didn't care for neither skits. You know, that could have been left off the album to me.
Shit, I thought Lucy Ball was gonna have like a sound like Ricky.
Oh man.
um, next track, Brooklyn Queens. Yeah, this joint right here was ill too. Um, pretty much they sampled the emotions best of my love. Um, very very cool symbol. Like check out the emotions review that we did.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was the fucking Rejoice album, 77. It's a dope album. Um, so it's pretty much them giving a shout out to like the girls in Brooklyn, but at the same time, they're saying like on my nigga Velvet the Rose said, don't
Mm-hmm.
trust a big butt and a smile. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you know all these females are fucking scandalous and shit. You know.
Right.
Um, yeah, man, very 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 cool song. I love the jacket Search was rocking in that video. That
Yeah,
jacket
that
was
was dope. That was dope. Yeah. Definitely a dope song. Saluting my borough, Brooklyn and Queens, and it had a dope beat, nice piano, nice sample from the Emotion song and the horns and I like Search's verse and he said she said she's pure from her legs to her thighs, as we should talk over some Chinese and fries. I tell her to step, but hey, that's a scene. She ain't nothing but a Brooklyn queen. And Pete Nice verse. I don't know what the hell he's saying on here, and he's talking. He's saying, do you doubt the shade of vanilla? I play Elvis and you play Priscilla. Oh, he's no hero. Better yet, Billy D. Advertised cheap liquor for a fee. A Brooklyn Queen. Russ as Russell Simmons. It's like Tyson Russian Givens. I don't have no idea what the hell Pete Nice is
that
saying.
was
And a lot of times, a lot of his lyrics went over my head. I didn't know what the hell he was saying.
that was some dope double entendres and shit like that. That's like
Right.
some LL Cool J Hollis to Hollywood, one
Okay.
nine hundred LL Cool J kind of
Right.
shit. Especially
He.
that's like Tyson the Russian Given. That's a
Right.
classic line. That's a classic line
Give
right
me goose, goose, love me good.
there.
that
Damn.
that LL shit, yo.
Now, I
Yeah.
wasn't talking about that verse.
Oh
I was talking
God.
about that.
Oh man.
Oh
Yeah.
man, we're never going to let that shit slide. Never gonna let that shit
Yes. 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 I'm from Brooklyn, Sam.
slide.
Man.
um,
Crazy.
now step into the AM.
Hmm.
Oh my god, this is my favorite song off this album, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And this was the first single. A little
Hmm.
trivia about this song that actually got some recent controversy. You'll never believe who they originally wrote this song to.
Oh shit. Will Smith.
Well, we're actually kind of close.
Close.
Rakim.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
First of all, you don't ever write for the God MC.
Right.
You don't ever. See, there are some bold ass white niggas. Like, don't you ever write for Rock? And even Rakim in like a recent injury, I think he did like last year or the year before. He was
Mm.
throwing shots at Search and shit, talking about how he don't like this
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah, that's I do remember that because he was on he did an interview with Hot 97 because his book had came out. He was promoting
Yeah,
his book, and there was that's when Search had went on social media and said that he used to write for Rakim, and then
yeah,
Rakim is like nobody ever wrote for me ever. Like I write my own shit.
exactly. And
And yeah, I didn't know it was because of this. Okay, that makes sense
yeah,
now.
yeah, cause I fuck with Search, but
Right,
nah, nigga, you don't ever say what we write for Rakim. You
right.
don't. There's certain MCs, motherfuckers, that you can never write for.
Mm-hmm.
Rakim, Paris One,
Right.
Kane, Coogee
Right.
Rap,
Mm-hmm.
um, Ice T. I don't give a fuck what no one says.
Right.
But yeah, man. But yeah, back to the song because I do
Mm-hmm.
love the song. This is a very dope track. Love that beat, that doo 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 doo
Yeah.
doo with the Bomb Squad's production and shit like
Right.
that. Um, oh man, and it's crazy because they sampled the Beastie Boys with that "What's the time? Time to get
Right.
live. What's the time?" and
Mhm.
shit like that. And it was, you can say it was like a diss to them because Def Jam still owned the rights to that music at that time too. Um, Pete Nice, I love the line when he says, "Straight to 88 to the curves of the 90s. I'm universal. I set a line free. Behind me, the three, the hallway, the jackpot, awaiting Satan trying to take cheap shots." Like, man, and I love the usage of the time sample
Yeah.
too. That's very dope. And Search's lines where he says, "You ain't my knucker, sucker. I'm snuffing." Like,
Mhm.
like it's like they didn't say the N word, but they were thinking the N word. Oh shit! But and they said that it was just slang, but come on, man. Anyway, um, this was a dope track. One of my all time favorite songs by Third Base, classic.
This is a dope song. Definitely one of my favorites, and I like the back and forth mic play with Search and Prime Minister and Search saying, projecting my voice with his mic that I'm cuffing. You hear my nooker sucker, I'm snuffing. The word of the third stands true, so no panicking. Man versus man, you freeze up like a mannequin. Fire. So I don't like yo the nerve of the third base to even submit a song to the goat Rakim. Like that's crazy. And for him to even come out now and say you used to write for Rakim, that's like so disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get that, but it definitely a great track.
Shit, that's like me saying That's like me saying I'm gonna write for Stevie Wonder.
Right. Like Stevie been doing a pretty damn good job all these years with his blind ass. I don't think he needs your help.
That's like me saying I'm gonna write for Jay Z and shit.
Right. Right. Jay be like, what? Maybe he
Shit,
won't even say nothing. Just escort him out, please.
that's like me cutting Jay Z's dreads up. Let me stop. Okay. I didn't care for episode number 3 or
Yeah, I
who's
didn't
on.
care for that.
I didn't care for it.
Who's on third is like just like Daddy Rich cutting up some samples over a beat. This
Yeah,
it's not like even a full song. So
I feel you. And the last track is the Words of Wisdom Part 2, which it was cool.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong, but it was just like a remix version. It kind of ran off
yeah,
a bit too long
right.
and stuff
And
like
they
that.
they have a I believe they have a remix or a couple of songs remixed. Like it's called the Cactus remix or something like that.
Yeah,
The remix
that was
album, yeah, yeah. I never got that one. That one is out of print also, but yeah, I think that's what it was. Like a lot of their stuff were like remixed in the past. So
right, man. Shit, so that's it for the Cactus album. So overall, this is a very good album, man. Um, I would say it's a classic album. It's kind of underrated if you ask me because I never really
mhm,
hear a lot of people talk about how good this album is because 80s
right,
hip hop. Ooh,
mhm,
it's kind of like 80s hip hop is kind of like the antithesis
right,
of hip hop these days because unless if you're NWA
mhm,
or yeah, unless if you're NWA,
mhm,
Kims, the Canes, and shit like that. Everything
right,
else is like too 80s. It's too Bond of Bandit. It's
yeah,
too that shit. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
mhm,
But this was a very good album. Um, my only gripe, I feel like the skits was not really needed
yeah,
and shit. I definitely felt like they held their ground with this album too and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So must have in your collection. Um, I can't really decide which album is my favorite because Daryl is a I already said that Daryl is a dialect.
mhm,
That has that album kind of went a bit more darker with
right,
that sound and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
mhm,
I feel like with this one, like from hip hop perspective, like writer perspective, this was
mhm,
definitely you know miles ahead of his time and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is the Cactus album or the Cactus CD or the Cactus whatever version you fucking got. Um, released in 1989. Must have in your collection.
I definitely think it's a dope album. I love the production is like, it's like Public Enemy meets Native Tongues type of production, and I didn't care for the skits. I just thought the skits wasn't needed. Um, I love they picked the right singles. Step into the AM and Gas Face and Brooklyn Queens, and I thought Search and Pete were lyrically they were dope together. Clearly underrated duo in hip hop, and it's definitely I'll definitely give it a solid four. Think my favorite was always Derelicts. I think Derelicts, like, I enjoyed the production and the songs more on that. And that album had skits too, but I think with like Derelicts has so many bangers. Ace in the Hole, Green Eggs and Swine, Pop Goes the Weasel, Back to the Grill. It was just so many dope joints on Derelicts. So that Derelicts was like always my favorite, but this is definitely a solid album as well.
Right. And one more thing, and I
Mm,
know we keep mentioning this whole MC Hammer incident, but
right,
Serge also took offense to MC Hammer saying that he was better than Run DMC too.
right,
Yeah, man.
crazy. The nerve of Hammer. Like
Please, Hammer,
let
don't
the
hurt
money.
me.
He really let the money and the fame get to his head, yo. Like when you can build a mansion from the ground on up for 60 million, and then you went bankrupt. Like he bought that on himself. I don't feel sorry for him. You know,
It was them damn parachute pants and shit. That was
but
crazy.
the parachute pants, the Taco Bell commercials, everything. You know, yeah, Problem Child, that was a dope joint. You know,
Shit.
it's crazy.
So Kanye West with discography breakdown is
Yes.
this Tuesday night.
Okay.
Um, I was originally going to do the Ghetto Boys, the Resurrection this week, but
Hmm.
I forgot Ultraman AMC's Four Horsemen. We were going to do that one, so
Right.
probably next week we might do that one and shit.
Okay.
But yeah, the Grammys, from what I've seen, it was actually pretty good.
It was good. I enjoyed it. You know, for
I'm
once.
just waiting for the Grammy reviews, and that's all I'm waiting for at this point because those was already cracking me up, especially when it's like this YouTuber named Ashley Miller. I'll be watching her
Hmm.
sometimes.
Right.
Um, But I used to want to do award reviews, but I
Right.
got tired of doing that shit.
Right.
But I
I
want to
hear
talk about Kirk Franklin shit.
you. What happened with him?
So Kirk, Kirk. So apparently there was some video about his son. He cursed out his son because he was on drugs, and now everyone's calling Kirk like a bad father because he's always having problems with his kids.
Right.
And I was talking to my friend earlier, and I said, and I quote, ever since this man cheated on his wife, they've been always trying to bring this man down. I'm being dead. Y'all laugh. I'm being serious.
Mm,
Because I remember motherfuckers dragged his ass when he was a gospel singer
mm,
and shit. And I hate when motherfuckers use that notion, oh, just because a motherfucker sing gospel, that means he's sanctified, he's holified or some motherfucking shit. Didn't Jennifer Hudson cheat on her
mm.
fucking husband with Valley music or some shit?
I thought it was her husband that cheated on her.
Nah, I heard it was Jennifer.
Well, she cheated. Oh, I didn't know
Yeah, man. Let's not hold up now. Let's not make it Jennifer an angel. Shit, nigga, I hate when niggas be trying to make it seem like he's an angel sometimes just because she
that.
be
Mm.
screaming some notes and shit.
I didn't know that.
Ah!
I did not know that.
Shit.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, Hammer was signed to Death Row. The album never came out.
Just like Ella artist.
For real.
Mm. Yeah, this is a funny ass review, yeah.
Wow. Kirk Franklin. Wow. Yeah, I mean, shit. Brian McKnight got trouble with his kids. He ain't cursing them out.
Brian is just, oh Lord, Brian. This nigga went from back to one to get back to them damn kids. I'll be right back. I'm gonna charge some.
Mm.
Nigga
Oh
talking
man.
about anytime, pay some child support,
Mm-hmm. Anytime you should be a parent.
nigga.
You know what I mean?
Shit. I remember all the females talking about, oh, I want to have a kid with Brian McKnight. I wonder what
No,
they
you
said now.
don't. No, you don't. His kids don't like him. You
Yeah,
know?
you have motherfuckers saying, I just want to see my son.
Yeah. It's something going on because it's one thing if your son does it, like your daughter does it too. Like both his kids can't stand him. There's something going on.
I just want to see my son.
Thank you, Antoine.
Knowing damn well you got another son with three other men.
Oh my God.
Cause I
Damn,
hate when
man.
motherfuckers have 10 kids and shit. They forget about certain kids.
It's almost like they were serenading these women to their own product. You know what I'm saying? Like you're playing your own music while getting another chick pregnant,
Shit.
just to test it out and see. Oh, this is gonna be a hit.
I just want my son.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though? I was watching this meme about the Lion King, and and Simba, it had a picture of Simba was crying for Mufasa's death, and
Mm.
then and then he's like, when you want to be king, and your daddy ends up being dead.
Oh man.
I'm like, y'all childish.
My God. What did Sam said? I want all these elderly bastard to be my father, not Kirk Franklin.
Hold on,
Okay.
wait a minute. Oh shit!
Never
I did
heard
not
that
even
before.
I did not even know my review did not even go through.
What you mean? It's
No,
recording.
no, not that review. It was another review I was trying to do.
Oh,
It was a certain review I was trying to upload last yesterday actually,
man.
and I thought it went through, but it's saying, oh, it got interrupted. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck. Oh no, never mind. It didn't go through. Never mind.
He did a song with the Dog Pound. I didn't even know that.
Who who
MC Hammer.
I can believe it.
Wow. Okay. Unreleased.
Should probably like go in the studio and record some song. And that's why I still kept the video just in case this bullshit would happen. Should we run these motherfuckers like a boot camp?
For real, yo.
No, should we look at that? Oh shit. But just to let y'all know, I do got a review I'm uploading right now too.
Dope.
Yeah. I thought it already came up because I saw somebody post oh dope review. So I was like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, the Funky Headhunter album. I got that album too.
Was it good?
Uh,
It wasn't good.
I'll put it to you this way.
Mm.
This is the only album where he was really spitting. That's all I'm gonna
Oh
say.
wow. What Hammer spitting?
He was on his gangster
What?
shit. He was
What?
spitting. I'm not
Wow.
saying he was a lyricist. I'm not saying he's like an Ice Cube or
Mm.
a fucking Biggie, but he was spitting. He was
Mm.
spitting because in the earlier albums like that, he was just like he was mostly doing chants and shit.
Man.
Like
True.
turn this mother out, turn this mother. And then what's interesting about this Kirk Franklin shit, fucking
Mm.
Plies saying, you know what, Kirk, let's just do some music together. And because you know how niggas say Plies and Kirk Franklin look alike and shit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yo, the internet, the black internet, I'm sorry, yo. Y'all just so savage.
Favorite member of Lucy Pearl?
Don.
Raphael.
You know Don was dissing Raphael Sadiq
Was
recently.
was he? Was she?
Yeah, she was saying he was the reason why Lucy Pearl broke up.
We know it was her.
He said what?
We know it was really her. She was the reason.
Do y'all really think Don's a diva though? Because I be hearing y'all.
Yes, I do. I do think she is.
I need to leave Don alone. Shit. And Vogue has
There's
not
a
had a
reason
hit.
why she's not in Vogue no more, and she's not in Lucy Pearl no more, and you know.
The reason why she wasn't in Vogue because she wasn't getting. They weren't getting no money. They weren't getting
Well,
paid
why
for
did they?
nothing.
Why did they? What? Okay, Maxine is gone too. So what happened with that?
I could have sworn she left for personal reasons, but
Oh,
like I said,
Maxine gone also.
I haven't been a fan of En Vogue since EV3,
Right,
97.
right.
To me, the first three albums, that's it for me. Everything else,
Trash, trash.
jeez.
Yes, remember Grand Pooba. Yes, we did. We did a review on my channel, Ronnie. Last year, or year before last. Real to Real album. That was. I love that album.
His best
Dante
album.
Ross still can't get my name right. That bastard. I remember. I know I told Reg I was on a live stream with the interviewer was interviewing Dante Ross and he saw me in there and he was like talking shit to me and I'm like I don't even know Dante Ross from Adam. Like if you don't like my name, then you don't like my name. Like me and you, I ain't never crossed paths with you. He's like Tribal
Well,
Gigolo. Come on, like I'm like who the fuck is Dante Ross to be talking about my name? Like I don't even know you, bro. You done fucked up Brand Nubian and everybody else on Electro. You now you want to go come fucking with me?
in the words of cannabis, you must be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I was laughing. I'm like this dude. You know what I mean? That was like yeah, and he said on that same live stream that he thought Grand Puba's album could have been better. I'm like yo, this is an underrated classic. So if you don't want to put respect on it, I'm gonna put respect on it, and that's what we did. So salute to everybody that checked out that album review. That was great.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite reviews he done, man.
Yes. Love that. I had to. I had to. 'Cause I don't see nobody even mention Grand Puba as a solo artist. It's always with Brand Nubian. I'm like, this man did some shit without the group. You know.
You
You
know
know what
what's
I'm saying? He said it
you
could have
know
been better. I'm like, compared
could
to
have been
what? Yeah, he said the album could have been better. He called Grand Puba lazy. He was like he was a lazy artist. I'm like for him being a lazy artist and he gave us that, I'll take that
I'm
lazy
sorry.
Grand Puba any day. He
I'm
called him lazy
sorry.
on the
I'm sorry, but where's Electro Records right now?
exactly.
I'm sorry.
And for an album and Grand Puba ain't rushed to get no big name. He didn't get Primo or Pete Rock on that album. He did all the production himself.
And
You know what I'm
that's
saying? With right with the only big feature he had was Mary J. Blige and Kid Capri. And you calling them lazy for I'll take that lazy Grand Puba any day. You know what I'm saying? You think any of these artists could do that shit now?
I'll
No,
take that man,
they're gonna have to have like big name features on their album. So I'm like,
for real.
who the fuck is Dante was to be calling me out? And I don't even know you.
I wish a motherfucker would call me out like that, nigga.
Yeah, he's like, I don't like your name.
You know what? I wish a rapper who I don't. I wish a rapper who I don't fucking like called me out because I got receipts. When like I said, I got motherfucking receipts.
Mm,
I don't argue no more. I just pull out facts and they be fucking
right,
quiet.
right.
Shit.
Yeah, imagine that. Like, oh, I don't like your name, Reg. You need to change that from MC Reg music to something else. Who the fuck is you? You
Well,
know what I'm saying? I don't like your name.
I don't like a bitch that's caring like you, motherfucker.
That shit was
Shit.
funny,
You won't pay
man.
my fucking rent.
I was dying. I felt honored. I'm like, damn, Dante Ross knows me now.
That remind that remind me of a time when this motherfucker in my school just looked at me saying, "I don't like you." And I looked at him and said, "I don't fucking like you, bitch." Where's
Right,
my fucking
like we're losing sleep over what you think. Like, come on, you know.
like nigga the fuck?
Shit is hilarious, man. You know. Yeah. All he talked about was like the artist that he could have signed. Oh, I could have signed this to Electra, but you didn't. So why are you still talking about spilled milk after all these years? You had P
Too.
Rock and Seal Smooth. And look what happened to them. You know, I could have signed Busta Rhymes to a solo deal, but you didn't. So you know what I'm saying?
I could have done this. I could have
You
done
know,
that. Well, nigga,
ODB. I remember when ODB came in and again, where's he at?
well, nigga. Build a fucking time machine and show us what you could have done.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You crying over spilled milk, yeah, I appreciate your efforts and what you did for the culture, but you not liking my name, I'm not losing sleep over that. So 80s or 90s heavy D, that's a good
Don't
one.
do
Oh
this right
shit.
now, nigga. Don't do this shit.
This is what they do to us. They torture us with these questions, yo.
For real.
And anyone that we say is gonna look bad. Oh, if you picking, what's wrong with 80s heavy D? Why you pick 90s? Or why you pick 80s heavy D, not 90s? You ask me a question, so if I pick one, don't ask me why I didn't pick the other one. What you got against Blue Funk, Reg?
I love
Oh,
that album.
oh yeah, fire.
He said, I can't believe Nas won a Grammy. Shit, I can't believe it's not
Yeah,
Brothers.
man. Nas and Ice T in one day got a Grammy. It's crazy.
You know what I was thinking?
Hmm.
All this talk about women's rights. How come we can't have men's rights? Look how sexist the world is. It's like all this women's right. I want to have men's rights and shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I want a woman to open the door for me. You know what I'm saying?
I've always said that women should take the initiative to hit on us for a change instead of us going to them for their number. Hit on me for my number. Why I gotta go to you? Like how
Yeah,
many
like
other men went to you in one day for ask for your number?
why I gotta be the nigga that come up to flirt with you? Why? Well, sometimes females do
Exactly.
come up to flirt with me. Let me stop there. Still,
That's so
but still,
that rule don't apply to you.
yeah. Let me take that back. Tell my first day of my new job, I got a number and shit.
Right. Oh my god. You know.
Let me hit her see what she doing with this
Women
shit.
say they do it, but they don't. I think it's I don't know. I think online is easier. Like in the street, women don't do that. I think online is easier for somebody for a woman to hit somebody up if they want to talk to them. Because that's happened to me. So I think it's more easier you find it online than actually like in the street. You would hate for Zion said he would hate for a female to ask for your number. Why?
Why?
Why not? That's showing that she interested in you. Why not? Why we got to be the ones to always go to them?
Why
You
is the
know.
female always expecting breakfast in bed? Sometimes I want breakfast in bed.
Exactly. Or yeah, like on Valentine's Day. Oh, I want a candlelight dinner. Make me a candlelight dinner.
Yeah, why can you? Why do I always have to waste my money on a date
Hmm.
over some food that you don't fucking like? Nigga,
Exactly.
I could have gone to McDonald's for all I fucking
Well,
care.
I'm not gonna eat shit that I don't like. So fuck that. If I make it and I don't like it, well, she ain't gonna like it because she just gonna be by herself at the candlelight dinner. I ain't gonna eat this shit. You know, if I don't eat escargot, I'm not gonna make it for you because I don't eat this shit. It have to be something that I like too.
This is my fault. Why I gotta teach the white girl how to twerk? If she don't know how to shake her ass, she shouldn't be in the club in the first
Oh
place.
my god.
No, because I have that. So white girl trying to twerk on me, and this was me.
Wow.
Look,
Hmm.
are you done?
Oh shit. Zion said he like a girl that's hard to get. I don't. If I gotta jump through fucking flames for her, I don't wanna. Yeah, she gotta be friendly.
I like a
You
girl that
know,
can stand up. I like a girl that can stand up to me, man.
she
I
gotta
don't,
be
I don't like.
friendly. Like I gotta be able to have a conversation with her. I can't have a conversation with a stuck up chick.
I can't stand nice girls, yo.
You know what I mean? I
Like,
don't
give
I
me a.
don't want a female that I could run all over either. But I want to be able to conversate with her. Not it's always an attitude and shit. That's not gonna work.
Like, why you want to know my business? And shit? Like, bitch, I
Yeah,
just want
that
to.
ain't gonna work.
Like, one time I
You
asked this
know?
girl, so tell me about yourself. Why you want to know about me? Bitch, what
Exactly.
the fuck you
Yeah, let's talk about you.
paranoid ass.
You know,
Paranoid ass bitch.
I don't want my business out there.
Well, what the fuck you think I am? A goddamn
Hmm.
cop.
Right.
Hmm,
Crazy.
that's really good.
Yes. Ronnie's asking the song "Before I Let You Go" by Maze and Frankie Beverly.
What
Beyonce
about
did it.
me? Yeah,
He's
she did a
asking, do
cover.
y'all remember the song? Yeah.
Yep. That's like the HBO, HBCU anthem right there. Every time they play that at a everyone
Mm.
just goes like niggas will be fighting. Also, you that
Mm-hmm.
everyone will just stop fighting and shit. Then once the song over, they'll go back to fighting.
Back to fighting, right? Yes. John said, "I like a girl that gives me head anytime I ask without complaining." Yeah, it has to get to that point at some point.
That's another thing too. Why is it that the man gotta give head all the fucking time? Some and
Right.
the females be like, I don't like to give head, bitch.
You better.
You
You're gonna be
know, learn how to
lonely.
give
And she gonna be lonely if she don't. She
head.
gonna be giving head to herself.
Talk about that's disgusting. But sometimes looking at your nasty
Yeah.
ass pussy like it's disgusting
That's how
too.
you
Like
was
what the
born. What you mean? Your parents did that. She talk about it was that's nasty.
one time I saw this girl's pussy looking like a fucking connected dots of this bitch, man.
Oh my god.
Like
Yeah.
high five said she's playing hard to get. LOL.
Yes. Oh man.
How you went from a kissing game now she's playing hard to get? Like what the fuck?
Sam is asking you is older women nicer than younger women?
Hell yeah, older women is nicer than
All
younger
older
women.
women know what they want. You know what I'm saying? Like if an older woman put a pack of overnight bags, you know what she coming to do. Younger women play too many games.
Older women actually give head.
Yeah, exactly. They be about it. You know what I'm saying? They tell you what they want. A younger woman, you gotta like do mind control on them to figure it out. Like, why are you here? What you coming over to play Xbox or you coming to fuck me? Like, why are you here?
That's why these days I just call the guards like, yo, you wanna fuck? Like, that.
Right. You know, older women they giving you the naked pictures before you even ask for it. They send it to your phone. I'm like, okay, I see what we doing.
Right.
You know, you ain't gotta ask for this shit,
That's why I always keep a dick pic on my phone just in case.
man.
I see a dick and I'm
There be
busy. I just
some gorgeous Instagram older women on there, yo.
send
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all gonna get me in trouble.
Yeah, be careful with them Instagram girls because they be taking
Yeah,
your money.
right. Nah, fuck that. Not no only pal bitches. I'm talking about the regular chicks. Once I see only pal account, I'm not even trying to fuck with them like that.
They be like, baby, don't you want to see me?
Nah, nope. Yeah, yeah. I get a lot of them in my DM. Like, yo, like they be hitting me up. Oh, hi, how you doing? And then it's like, oh, they give you with that line like, can do you want to see me? And then they drop uh only
Right.
friends bullshit. I'm like, no,
All you gotta do is pay $3 just to get it. I'm like, okay,
nah,
goodbye.
fuck that.
They're
Hell
like,
no.
baby,
But with all this technology out in this day and age, hell no. I gotta conversate with you on camera before I meet up with you. You're not having me on that MTV show.
right?
That
I
that that's amazing that they still. I think they be planning that shit. I'm like, there's no way in hell in
of course,
2021 you are still getting catfished with fucking FaceTime and Skype and Duo, every fucking thing we have at our disposal. You're still getting catfished. You talking to a
you
bitch for 3 years? You don't know what the hell she look like?
you know what it is? Try. I'm gonna explain some shit. Sometimes niggas getting catfish because niggas get surprised they pull off of higher quality than themselves. Think about that shit.
Mm. Yeah, but if you talking to somebody in another state or whatever, you got to know what they look like. Get on video chat or call the bitch. There's no way in hell I'm talking to some chick with 3 years and I don't know what the hell she look like.
That's why I always tell her go call me. She's like, why you want to call me?
You know what
All
I'm
right, goodbye.
saying? Right. Exactly. If they don't give you the number or they don't want to get on a FaceTime, it's not real. You got to cut them off. Because there's no excuse, especially now in COVID. You should be fucking. That should be the main thing. Is like not even calling people on the phone. It's just calling them on video chat. That's why they made it. They made it for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, I ain't talking to nobody unless I see them. I see them. I'm talking to them on FaceTime and shit. You know what I'm saying? If that was to ever happen, like no. Cause I've seen like all these people get played on that show. You talking to a chick with 3 years, and then when you meet her, this bitch is like a oompa loompa. She like 400 pounds and shit. But meanwhile, her Facebook page, she had like all these modeling pics. How the hell you get catfish for 3 years, bro? You know what I'm saying? I don't be feeling sorry for these people, or like sometimes it be really them, but they don't tell the person their marital status. So this chick be like talking to this dude in California, thinking he's single, and this nigga got a whole fucking double life out there.
That happened to me. Remember I told you when
Right,
that married nigga tried to get with me, tried to get at
right,
me. I told him, nigga, I ain't trying to see your wife, man. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro.
right.
Don't put your hands on me unless you got that life, motherfucker.
Yeah, but I mean, but Zion, I feel what you're saying, but people forget it's still people that's like, yeah, you may think like, oh, they just people on social media. These are still people that's real in real life. We just don't know they damn real life. But they still to be the people that be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You just would never know until you actually get to know that person.
Exactly. Don't just always be all Twitter fingers and shit like that because she says she calls you daddy.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like, how you talking to a dude? Like this one chick was talking to this dude and he had a rock band. But they were like local, and then she like flew to see him. I think he was like in Seattle or something. And the dude, like when they got to the dude crib, he didn't want to like meet her. It was like he had like a downstairs part in his house, and his brother had to go get him from downstairs. I'm like, yo, how do you have like Shorty come to see you all the way from wherever she was at, and he didn't want to come upstairs to see her, so his brother had to go get him. And it was real, but she was dating somebody, and she was contemplating on ending that relationship with her dude for this other
Oh,
cat.
oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you got to know that something there. If she flying miles away to see you, and she have a dude at home, and she come to see you, you know she interested in you.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, they be planning that shit. There's no way in hell that shit is real. It can't be. You can't be that gullible and dumb in this day and age.
Because they
And
falling in love. It's like you falling in love with a fucking social media account.
word. I mean, yeah, I feel you, Antoine. Like, yeah, like people rather do the just keep it old school. But like, if you meet somebody cool and it's really them, you never know what could happen, yo. You just gotta know who you're talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they keeping too many secrets from you, then something is up. They hiding shit. Ronnie said, "Would y'all smash Shaw Jackson?" Hell,
Hell
fucking
no.
no. Shaw Jackson, the same Shaw Jackson that had a kid with K-Fed? Hell no.
She got some big ass cheeks, you know.
Shaw Jackson, that bitch is old now. 90s Holly Berry or 2000s?
Don't,
Shit, I
bro,
don't know.
what's with these fucking questions, yo?
She's still fine now. What difference does it make if it was 90s or 2021? She's still fine now. To be real, John said to be real, people call me racist, but I only date black girls. I love black women and I love Spanish women. I love both. Oh man, shit is funny. 80s Janet.
Yo, Zion, people call me racist because I say white girls are pieces of shit. So, because I don't like white girls who only date Africans just so they can feel that they're helping the cause, you know?
Oh man.
Like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. This is not no fucking feed the children commercial. Have Alyssa Milano talking about, hi, have
Oh
you
my
seen
god.
these children? He like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Then
Infomercials and
also
shit.
you do that in the eyes of an angel.
Stupid. Uh, that's funny.
That's why Michael Henderson said it the best. I don't want nobody kissing you but me. Shit.
He said, but Zion said a white girl tried to holler at him, and he was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm melanated for life. I ain't having no mixed kids." Wow.
I'd rather date an Asian than I date a white girl, low key.
I haven't met any cute Asian women. I don't think they like black men. Do they like black men?
You haven't seen the Asians I'm in, so
They,
sometimes.
yeah. I
And they,
think they stay to their own kind.
mm. But you know what's crazy, man? Like
Mm,
there was one time I was literally doing work, like doing business on my phone and shit like that, and then this randomly, I haven't never met this lady. She was like, "Wow, you have such an attractive voice and stuff." I'm just looking at myself like, "Thank you."
mm.
She's like, "I," she's like, "I, how old are you?" I'm like, "Oh."
I'm old. Mm,
Motherfuckers just be crazy. And then Sam said, "Would you date a Latino chick?"
I have. I had
Yeah,
a
sure you
couple
have.
girlfriends. I lost my virginity to a Latino woman. I had like two or three Spanish girlfriends. Puerto Rican. You know, the
Puerto Rican.
Latinas and sisters. That's my preference of dating. So I love black women and Latinas.
My uncle was trying to hook me up with a Vietnamese girl one time. I was like, "What?"
Wow.
So
How
I
she
looked at him.
look?
I ain't looking at her. I ain't messing no Vietnamese. That's another girl.
Man.
I ain't never did no girl from Vietnamese and shit.
I don't know Filipino. I never talked to a Filipino. If I ever met a Filipino, she gotta look good. She gotta be like a cute Filipino or mixed Filipino or something.
I'm gonna stay on for a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was that?
You did like 100% you said I look like Wesley Snipes and shit. Because niggas said I look like Wesley Snipes. I've heard people that
I
look
don't
like
see
Denzel
it.
Washington at one point. So
Clutch was good, yo.
what's
Salute,
up?
Clutch B-Ball TV. Go follow his channel.
He does sports videos.
Yes, he's a great, a dedicated Knicks fan like myself. Dope Knicks opinions on there and videos. Would you date an Italian chick? I talked to an Italian chick before. I never like dated her. Chilling, bro. Chilling, man. Go Knicks. What you think about Italian women? Would you date one?
Hell yeah, would they be
Yeah.
Italian? You know what
Okay.
I love about Italians though?
Uh huh.
How sexy Italian girls got that little hair right there and shit like that. And it be so I don't know what it is about it. That should be attracting the fuck out of me and shit.
So you like
I'll,
you like you like hairy arm Italian woman? That's what you telling me.
no. I'm not saying hairy. I'm just saying well groomed. Like if it's like well groomed or some shit, you know what I'm saying?
You see the poster? You see the poster clutch? Dennis Smith. That's a collector's item now, yo. I gotta frame that shit. I ain't buy it. It was a contest I won like 2 years ago. I just kept the poster. Man. DSJ. Bum ass DSJ. So you like women with hair on their arms. That's what you're saying.
I never said I like women with
No,
hair.
oh.
I said I like Italians with that little hair on their arm. Only Italian.
I never noticed.
'Cause I met an Italian I was trying to fuck one night. So
And she had hairy arms.
that's not hairy. She had groomed. It was groomed.
What's cool?
It
Oh,
was
so
like
she waxed it.
I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, bro. I ain't pay for that shit. I
But
almost got rid of it. I'm like, I gotta keep it because it's a collector's item now.
I would date Liberian girls though.
Liberian girl? Oh, you Michael Jackson now?
You know
Liberian
what?
girl.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Michael did strike my nerve for Liberian because Liberian women are sexy as fuck.
Uh,
Like then there's
what's
girls
what's their
from
flag? I don't even know Liberia's flag, yo.
I don't even know either. I love Egyptian girls. They be sexy as fuck.
Egyptian?
Yeah.
I never met an Egyptian. You mean like the chick from like the Mummy?
Who? I never seen that one.
You never seen the Mummy? The
Mm-mm.
movie? Oh,
I can never date a Nigerian because I don't fuck with Nigerians like that.
oh Lord.
They
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
they think they're the best Africans in the world.
The
Like for sure.
Pistons, they just taking anybody at this point. They're getting rid of Blake Griffin. They got rid of Blake Griffin. I think Drummond is leaving. They don't know what. They just rebuilding. That if he ain't getting minutes with the Pistons, then I don't know what to say. Just send him back to the G League. They don't know what to do with him. Zion said we Ethiopians got the finest African females on the planet.
Ethiopia. Oof.
Zion, you Ethiopian? Wow.
Matter of fact, let me play my song right quick.
I never dated an Ethiopian. Y'all talking about like some third world countries right now and shit.
Would you ever date an Australian? Would you ever date an Australian?
If she cute, yeah. I'm trying to think of what's a like famous Australian actress. I'm trying to think because there's so many. There's like so many British and Australian actresses.
Nigga, I don't even fucking know.
Yeah, if they cute, I would. You know. Zion said, "Oh yeah, a black girl that wears any kind of weave is straight cut off. Don't mess with that kind of black chick, man. You ain't gonna be with a black chick then, because most of them do got weaves. It's unfortunately it's sad to say. I mean, I can't tell the last time I dated a black woman that didn't have a weave. Like, see, like Latinas keep their hair looking good, and if you mix it, like the mixed women, they keep their hair looking good. Oh, you played my review on your live stream? Thank you, yo. Appreciate it, man. I need more subs. I don't know, like I'm getting more views than subs. It's not the numbers are not adding up. I get like 1.k a month, but I'm not getting those subs. So I don't know what's going on. But I appreciate that.
And I knew that YouTube was going to drop the Grammy reviews I've been waiting for. 'Cause that's the only review I want to watch. She said she was bored until Beyonce came out.
Oh wow, she was bored with the show?
Yeah, until Beyonce came
Wow.
out.
I didn't even think they was they were always against the Grammys. I didn't think they were gonna show up.
That's what I was saying, but she was just came to accept her awards and she wasn't going to perform.
That's crazy. Well, she didn't perform, but I mean, just them being there, I'm like Jay and Bay is there.
And she just stood right next to Megan Thee Stallion like she was passing the throne down and shit.
Right. I'm like, okay,
No,
Megan, enough ass kissing. I get it. You from both the same state.
no, I'm telling you, I was telling my homeboy that picture is gonna be iconic in the Beehive. They're gonna be all like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, she's passing the
Mhm.
throne down to Megan."
Mhm.
Watch the picture. I spy. I'm gonna post that shit.
Right.
Matter of
Yeah.
fact,
Like yo, I don't know. I promote my channel. I promote Reggie's channel. Anything that I do, whether it's on YouTube or another podcast, because I'm on different other platforms or IG. The algorithm is just weird. It's like my whole lifetime views. I could show you it. It's like 21K, but like I get more views than actual subs. But then when I go on other people's channel, they get like 8 views and they got more subs than me. So I'm not understanding that. Even when I talk to like movie content creators on here, they be like, "Yo, you getting more movie views on your channel than their channel." So I don't understand it. I just put out dope shit because I love it. It's all about celebrating my childhood, and that's just what it is. So I don't worry about subs. I think it's gonna come eventually. But if you look at this my the stats on my channel is weird. Like I'm getting like nothing but one and 2 K views a month, but it's not adding up to subs. And I always say I make it a point now in my videos to subscribe to the channel. I wasn't doing that before. 'Cause like people gave me like different tips, like yo, you gotta mention it more often so people get the message. It's weird, yo.
YouTube is
And even Reg's count went up. Like since me and Ashley been on here, like his fan base went up since we've been on here together. So I don't know, it's weird.
YouTube is weird as fuck.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, like it's and then like different creators will tell me like, yo, you gotta like if you hashtag something, you gotta put the right hashtag in so people see it.
Man, what the fuck you mean, man? I be trying to find out how to put hashtags on my
Like
fucking
Yeah, like if you hashtag something, like you like people will search like the most search views or whatever. You got to put in the right words or whatever in your title or your vids or whatever. So
I'm
that's
like,
what I try to do.
why don't you do that shit? That's what I be telling them. Why don't you do that shit?
I don't know. It's
No,
very
no, no.
weird.
I hate when motherfuckers always like always easy. Always easy. I was like, why don't you just do that shit? Man? Why don't you show me how easy it is? Shut the fuck up.
Man, I
Cause I
don't
hate when
know.
these motherfucking reviewers and shit like that. They be doing like, aka needle drop.
Hmm.
They be trash ass 5 6 minute reviews.
Exactly,
We
and they get thousands of views.
right, nigga. We be going in depth. We be having
Exactly,
fun. Like it'd be
exactly.
like a fucking cookout of this motherfucking bitch. Who the
Hmm.
fuck wants to watch that white Steve Urkel or some bullshit? Fuck out my face.
It's
Needle
weird. I
drop.
don't know, and I've seen that. I've seen it. It'd be like not. I've seen people do like a 9 minute vid, and it skyrockets up. We
And
sit here for like over an hour, 2 hours, and I'm getting like 300 views is good, but I need to make that 300K. You know what I'm saying?
they not and most of the shit he's not even a fan of. He don't even know
Right,
fucking shit about. And
right.
that's what fucking pisses me off about that bullshit.
You right.
Kiss my ass.
You said Reggie's
And you
hard.
want to be the YouTube reviewer that we supposed to look up to?
Yeah,
Nigga,
you right.
suck my fucking black dick,
You right.
bitch.
That's why I tell people don't do this if your heart is not in it. If your heart is not in it, or you're looking to be an overnight sensation, it's not gonna happen. You gotta have passion for this right here.
Nigga, I'm not a fan
That's
of
what
Bruce
it's
Springsteen.
about.
I'm not a fan of Bruce Springsteen. You don't see me reviewing any of his
Right.
albums. I'm not a fan of Justin Timberlake. I'm not a fan of City Girls. I'm not a fan of Doja. You won't see me reviewing albums I don't fucking like. But one day, if I review
Hmm.
one motherfucking white artist and shit like that, I'm telling you, my shit's gonna
Right.
fucking skyrocket. I did one Pink
I
Floyd
don't know.
review. Motherfuckers got mad at me for that bullshit. But
I did
y'all,
I
that
did I did a
I,
Justin Timberlake album ranking, and it didn't even hit 100 views. So you don't really know until you try it. You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? You know, like it's just you guess you gotta have passion for whatever it is you discuss, and that's what it's all about for me. It's not about the views and the subs. If people like it, that's great. If they don't, then they don't. But it's therapy for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's what it's all about when I started the channel. It's just like a celebration of my childhood and what I grew up on. So
because niggas try to go to business with motherfuckers and shit, and then they get in their
right,
fucking feelings and shit.
exactly,
We over.
exactly, and you know what I'm saying? It cannot be. It can't be. I know it has to be natural. It can't be like, oh, well, I'm gonna hook up with you. We're gonna make a team and get this money. I don't look at it as a hustle. It's just something that I love doing. You
Exactly.
know,
Like that.
I
That's
saw. I
why.
mean, like we not dumb. I mean, like if somebody, if iHeartRadio or Apple or whoever present us with a check, we gonna take it. I ain't dumb now, but you know, that's not why I started my channel. It's for us. It's a celebration of my childhood. That's why I started it, and
Now
I
wait.
love discussing stuff with Reg and Ashley, and it's been like this for what 3 4 years already. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we not going nowhere. We gonna be here. So
Shit.
that was all by chance. That didn't happen. Like well, we should be a team and shit. We didn't do all that.
Hell no.
You know what I
And
mean?
mind you, me and Ash go way back and shit.
Right, right.
And I bought Coogee up in here. My home
Yes.
Nat G. Y'all
Hmm.
remember Nat G and
I
shit when he
remember them. Yeah,
yeah,
I was in the live stream when you brought him on.
yeah, because he's also have a YouTube. He was also one of my other favorite YouTubers too, because we always
Right,
used to do pop reviews
right,
and shit like that. Where not a lot of black reviewers were doing rock reviews.
right.
Let's keep it a buck. Because if y'all watch all these reviews, first time a lot of these black motherfuckers are listening to Metallica,
Right.
Zeppelin,
Hmm.
Beatles,
Hmm.
motherfucking talking heads, my nigga.
Right, right.
Niggas weren't doing that motherfucking shit 10 years ago. They were saying, "Oh, you
Exactly.
listen, oh, you weird." Now all
Right.
of a sudden we embracing that
And
motherfucker.
we already had that you know practice coming from another podcast, so it was easy for us to just go off and do our own thing. So you know what I'm saying? I don't really I try not to curse too much because I know I curse a lot. I try not to curse too much on like platforms and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube is funny about that stuff too.
And that's another fucking thing too. I hate when motherfuckers tell me I can't curse and shit because I'm gonna be fucking real. It's my goddamn channel.
Yeah,
And if you have Timmy and Tommy saying whatever goddamn thing they can say, then why is it that
right,
we always get flagged for our shit?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
I never been flagged, so I mean,
Oh, I've been
I
flagged.
don't care about that. I know
I've
you've
been
been flagged. I know you've been flagged. I haven't been
niggas
flagged yet.
flagged,
You
niggas
know what I
flagged me
mean?
because I did a more. I said more than a nigger, and
Right,
I didn't say nigga. I said nigger. I was like
right.
fuck it. I was like fuck it, nigga. Like
Yes,
it's my YouTube. It's
yes.
my
The YouTube channel is That Ain't Rap Podcast. It's on YouTube. I started it in 2018, like October 2018, and it's really picking up strides now in like the last year or so. And Reg is on it, of course, and Ashley been on a couple of vids, and I've had different people on. Shout out to Legion of Knicks podcast and Uncle Freezy, Blawrence Tears, Knicks and Night podcast, and it's just been fun. Like again, like we have fun doing this. It's not like a job for me. It's a hobby, but it's a fun hobby, and I like doing it. So, and the day I don't like doing it is when I'm gonna not do it at all. But I'm having fun.
yeah. I'm having fun too. Like, and I was
Hmm.
just telling them like dead ass the MC Shin
Right.
review that we did last week. That
Hmm.
might be my favorite review that
And
we've ever.
and and now my mom is watching these shows. I found out now. Like she's telling me like yo, she's watching the shows on my channel. She's watching the shows. She watched the Luther breakdown that we did a couple weeks ago.
The Luther
And
Vandross.
so now that she's watching it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, my mom is watching these vids now. So
Oh shit, yeah.
I gotta put on like the best performance every time if she's watching it.
Yeah, shout out to moms, man.
Yeah, you know. I got cousins that's watching it and shit, so people are aware of what I'm doing. Yes, my mom is watching it, so yeah, I can't curse too much if she's watching it. you know, what I mean. But she's enjoying it, so the fact that I got family that's watching it now, that's a good thing. I didn't have family watching it like 2 years ago, so now that they aware of it, I got to put out the best stuff.
Yeah, man. Yeah, freedom of speech, my brother, man. Yeah, what the fuck
Yeah,
are y'all even talking about in the chat? You all talking about Nia Long and Taraji P Henson.
they always do this. Yeah.
Y'all always love y'all some Nia Long. Like
Man,
y'all like the Nia Long fan base up in this motherfucker.
you said Neil Long fan base. Wow.
Oh man, but you know you know what be funny about black people sometimes?
Mm.
Like you know when black people meet that what a white person, right? And they be like, let's give it up to white people. And then you have like a couple class of white people, they be like, let's give it up to all the 12 white people in the room.
Oh wow. Oh boy.
Oh shit. Oh man.
We just say what's on our mind, and you know that's just always how it's been.
Shit.
Zion says he wants to come on and talk about his singles.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, I'm really serious. I'm really
I
serious.
haven't seen BJ in a couple days. Where he been at?
That's a good question.
I gotta hit him up. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Cause I was talking to DJ like nonstop like 2 weeks ago, and
Mm.
all of a sudden that slowed down. I was like, I hope he's
Um,
okay.
yeah.
Sam, you know I'm drinking my favorite drink. You should know this by now.
Let's see.
I'm gonna stay on till 2 o'clock because so this Easter Teddy Pendergrass breakdown.
Yeah, I know Sam is happy for that. He been
Yeah.
begging us for that Teddy Pendergrass breakdown. He wanted to see the Teddy Pendergrass vinyl I got. So
Oh, that's April 4th. That's Martin Luther
April
King
4th.
death
Yeah,
anniversary. Ooh.
yeah,
Yeah, what a day for Easter. I'm gonna remember Martin Luther King getting killed in the hospital and shit.
right.
Read what I said, killed in the hospital.
Crazy.
I'm going in tonight. I don't know. I'm feeling good tonight. That performance. Oh, I didn't tell you about the performance
Yeah, what
though.
happened with the performance?
Okay. So first of all, the vacation was wonderful
Mm,
and shit. I was at Myrtle Beach on Friday. Then I went to the block party. This shit
right.
started mad late,
Mm,
and so I fell asleep. I woke up and the shit was still setting up. Cause it's supposed to start at 6. It didn't start to like 8 something.
Right.
And so, mind you, I was supposed to go after this guy named Lil Wizzle.
Wow. That's somebody's name? An artist. Wow, Little Whistle.
I don't mean to laugh, but because and he's like and he knows the homeowner. Like, you're after Lil Wizzle. And I was
Mm,
like, okay. Because in my head I was just like Lil Wizzle, okay. Mind you, a lot of the artists didn't show up, including
mm,
Wizzle.
right.
So, because I was supposed to have been like the sixth motherfucker, so I was just chilling,
Mm,
drinking some Tennessee, just chilling. Because I was trying to get
right.
myself mentally prepared. All of a sudden,
Mm,
I heard Reg. I was like, oh, I was already in my car. I had to
mm.
run to the fucking stage and
Oh
shit like
shit.
that on some fucking Diana Ross Motown 25 shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm,
also like minus the fucking weave and shit. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah, Antoine
The
Whack,
Whistle. God.
whack ass little whistle.
Wow.
But yeah, so I came on the stage,
Mm,
but then some bullshit happened. I actually sent in the remix version of Somebody's Doing Your Job. 'Cause I meant to send the original version. So
mm,
that's what I was trying to fix.
right.
So then I performed. And so I was doing Get On Stage and Just Be Live.
Right.
And so I was like killing it. I was killing it and shit like that.
Mm,
And I got a little out of breath a little bit. I didn't want to
mm,
make it seem like I was out of breath. So I had to kneel down like I was
mm,
doing some fucking like I was doing some fucking like yeah, look at me nigga and shit like that just to catch my breath
mm,
and stuff like that. But I
right.
was killing it. Then I did Somebody's Doing Your Job,
That's dope.
the remix. Then I killed it with like and I ended with Throw Your Middle Finger in the Air. You know what I'm saying?
Dope. Dope.
I was on some fucking Onyx Source Award 94 shit.
Yeah, boy.
minus the guns and shit, man. But yeah, that was like the first time I performed live in a while. I don't know. I was
Right.
just feeling myself that day, man. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
nigga.
I've seen the videos of you performing live. You're always like hype on the stage, so
Oh yeah.
you know.
Cause I always watch like some like influence like live performances. Like one live performance I always
Mm,
watch before I perform live is the Death
mm.
Row Source Awards '95 medley. To me,
Yes.
the
Classic.
greatest hip hop performance ever.
Hmm.
I don't care
No
what no
doubt.
one says.
No doubt.
Man, every time I watch that shit, I be getting ready and shit like that, and I just be killing. I just be like, oh,
Mm.
like,
Yeah.
woo. Especially when
Definitely.
Snoop came out all mad doing
He
Murder Was
killed
the
it.
Case,
Yep.
and he was like, East Coast ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and
Nope.
Death Row. Y'all don't love us. Y'all don't love us. Like
Nope.
I was just feeling myself that day, man. Like I remember one time I dropped the fucking mic and the nigga got mad at me talking about, hey man, you can't be breaking out mics and shit.
Oh Lord.
Oh shit, man.
Crazy.
Remember one time I jumped on top of a piano one time and
Mm.
shit. Like,
You on piano? Wow.
yeah. Like I'm telling
Okay.
you, I would be doing some raw shit like because the idea of a great artist is a great live performer too.
Mm.
These days rappers they just be sitting in one spot, just doing
Hmm.
this shit right here and
Exactly.
shit like that, rubbing their hands together. Nah, nigga, I want
Mm.
to do some rhyme shit. I want to get in the fucking camera. I want to do some like that's why I always like watching live performances of James Brown and shit.
Hmm.
Especially
Yeah.
with the Tanner show when motherfucker was like had whole white girl screaming and shit like because they didn't want to show white girls screaming to James Brown and that fucking shit, but
Right.
because they were scared of that shit. Yeah, I remember what happened with Frankie Lyman.
Hmm. Right. Crazy. Yeah.
Whew, I'm going in tonight,
So
man. We
they
going,
had a good crowd there, or was it empty?
man. Let me tell you something about the crowd, man. It was
Mm.
a mixture of black and whites.
Right.
Niggas were in their car getting blazed up and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And people were like, there was like people scattered around. Yeah, people that were hyping
Mm.
up, and then people were just fucked up and shit like that because niggas were
Right.
just, we were just on some other shit. Because we was like literally a block party, but this
Right.
shit was like in the middle of nowhere. Because this place was giving me some real KKK vibes on
Yeah.
some real shit. Because when I was driving that motherfucker at night, I was just like, let me just get him real quick because this is giving me real KKK vibes. It was like some Courage the Cowardly Dog kind of shit. All of a sudden, I just felt like seeing someone saying, "Return to slide."
Oh man,
Ah, shit, man. But I had a good time. This was like the
that's good.
best trip.
That's good. Ronnie
Mm,
said, "Y'all remember the movie Save the Last Dance?" Yep.
I hate dance movies.
You didn't like that movie?
I don't like dance movies
You
like
don't like
that.
that? So you like Flash Dance and Brown Sugar? Not Brown Sugar. Honey.
Honey, no.
Mm,
Flashdance.
no.
Eh. It's always the same story with dance
Mm.
movies. He's
What can
like,
they do?
it's
It's gonna be dancing with like triumph and tragedy and shit.
like you can't dance. It's
Yeah.
like all I've ever wanted to do when I was little was dance. It's like, and it's bad enough when he started out tap dancing,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
like that's like, of course he has to be a tap dancer.
Of course.
Yo, Zion, I got a story about the KKK and shit. Believe it or not, I almost squared up against the KKK one time.
But what?
Because one time the KKK came to downtown Durham, and mind you,
Mhm.
I was in college and shit.
Mhm.
So this idiot, he pretty much said, "So who wants to go down to the KKK with me so we can talk to them and shit?" So me, I was like, "Okay, let's go. They want to talk to the KKK. Let's go." Because everybody was looking at him like you crazy as fuck. Me,
Mhm.
I was like, "Yo, let's talk to the KKK. Let's do it. Let's be some ass, man. Let's go." So I said, "Let's go." I was like, "Yeah, you ready to go?" He's like, "Nah, nah,
Right.
I ain't gonna do that shit no more." I'm like, "But you a fucking pussy, yo."
Crazy.
Fucking pussy. I was literally ready to go whoop some KKK ass and shit, but turns out they already left and shit. I was like, what the fuck you doing downtown Durham, man?
Man. Mm-mm.
Just ask Kushi that story. He'll tell you that
Coogee.
shit. But Kushi's not even here.
I ain't seen Mauser.
But for real, when I say that place will give me KKK vibes, even the
Mhm.
gas stations look deserted.
Right.
And you know them stories about how motherfucker be having flat tires and then they end up getting robbed and you never hear from them
Mhm.
again. Then they
Yep.
find their body next to some rats and shit.
Yep. For real.
Eating all your guts out.
Yep.
Mm.
What about Wild Style? Wild Style is. Well, I saw Wild Style like years ago on Netflix. It was a
That was
good movie. Yeah, like I want to say like maybe 2016, something like that.
wow, it's
Children of the
crazy.
Corn.
With all the black movies, you would think that they would add Wild Style back, but okay, you know what?
I mean, that's like it's one of the very first hip hop films, and it's like a really old film. You know, Breaking, yeah, Breaking. I saw when I was little. You know,
Coolie High, man.
thanks, Danny. Yeah, Coolie High. I love Coolie High.
The ending, man. Oh, jeez. And niggas talk about feeling sorry for Leonardo DiCaprio's character when he fucking drowned and shit, nigga. This nigga Cochise fucking died after, man.
Hmm.
He was about to be on top of his game almost. That just
Right.
fucking hurt, man. Shit.
Crush Groove. Yep. Another
Classic,
older one. Yep.
when LL Cool J was doing his thing.
No, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't. Why would I care about that? I mean, if you think Corrupt is the best, then that's great.
Yeah, man. Corrupt is dope.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like three more chats and shit. Sugar Hill Records or Def Jam? Oh, Def Jam, man.
Yeah. Def Jam all the way. Robert Townsend.
Excuse me, shit. Robert Townsend appeared on Coolie High. Oh shit, really? Wow. I did not even see that. I was just listening to the whispers.
Yeah. Rocksteady.
Right. Those fucking twins, man.
Hmm.
Now I'm about to take it to the Ohio players.
Bob Marley's favorite strain was lamb's breed. How you know?
Interesting.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm about to end it off for the night. I'm about to take a shower
Yes.
and stuff.
Right.
But this has been real. This has been definitely real.
Yes.
Um, motherfucking third base,
Yes.
Cactus album. Must have your collection. I definitely need to check out the Cactus remix style. I never heard that shit. So,
Yeah. I never checked it out.
all right. So I just uploaded a review of Two Shorts Get in It. So whenever that comes up, y'all make sure y'all check that out. Show you
Yes.
boys some love. A better 10th album than LL Cool J's 10th album, but
Oh Lord.
we can't always be winners, you know. So pretty much for this upcoming week, we got the infamous Kanye West breakdown by popular demand.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like people are going to unsubscribe to me. I'm just going to be real with you. I feel like people are going to curse me out. I feel like
Oh boy.
Kanye West might find some way to hack into this video
Wow.
because I don't know, man. Um,
Um,
Also, we got a surprise review that I'm gonna drop sometime this week.
right.
The day I'm gonna drop it, I don't know because it's a surprise review. What else? What else? Ultramagnetic MC's The Four Horsemen.
We
That's
recording. We still recording after this or no?
yes.
We
I'm just
we
gonna take a
recording
shower.
one for my channel, so look out for that tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. I'm not saying what it is, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but let's just say it right for the occasion. That's all I want to say.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Um, Also, this upcoming beat battle is gonna be Dr. Dre by popular demand,
Yes.
and then after Dr. Dre, we're gonna do
That
track.
that's when is that? The beat battle?
Shit. Let's see. Because I might need some time to think about. I want to do it probably next week.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that next week. I need some time to think about this song because ooh, because I want to say next month I want to do track masters, beat battle and
Oh.
shit.
Oh wow. Track Masters
That's
battle.
pretty.
Wow.
That's not even a vote. That's mandatory.
Wow.
I was also thinking about doing Quincy Jones in the future because today's his birthday.
Right.
So I was like, well, yeah, man. And then stay tuned this month. We got some heat coming. Got the Love and Basketball Trash review coming this month. We also got the Digital Underground Discovery Breakdown coming
Yes.
this month too.
Yep.
Got Joey Badass All American.
Yes.
Um, yes, and then certain times the dates might change around a little bit, but
Right.
we're still gonna give you the quality. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
Definitely.
I will take the shower right now because I'm about to stink like a motherfucker in a minute.
All right.
Um, Thank you so much for this review. Um, Again, must have
Yes.
your collection, and I will see y'all Tuesday.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.